Genuine question. Has anyone noticed that Obama is everywhere? In Virginia, campaigning. I'm now seeing him in Canada, shaking hands with Has anyone noticed that he's just not in office, but he appears to be kind of like a little puppet master of some sort? What exactly is he doing? In my entire life, every single time a president leaves office, the only time we see them is like in a magazine when they're like laying somewhere on a beach enjoying retirement. And yet this man is everywhere. It's like every time there's some sort of scandal or like voting, gerrymandering, like, is this a violation of the Logan Act? I mean, he's literally in Canada. Trump is the president. He's in Canada right now, talking to their leaders, their officials. He is not in office. Like, I just had to stop myself and think for a second, like, wait a minute. He is not the president. Why? It's like he's not even, what is he doing exactly? He's supposed to be on retirement, but yet he's out and about just with his hands and everything. Does no one else just find that incredibly odd? Don't you find that suspicious?
It could be a bad year, but listen, this is a big blow. Hakeem Jeffries, I basically wrote a column that was like, this was great for Hakeem Jeffries because he was all in on it. $38 million spent from a group affiliated with him. Obama was in on this, and now.
Yes, I don't know why this man cannot rest. He's everywhere, like this lady said. We recently saw his campaign in Virginia. Now he is training on social media for just the wrong reasons. If you take a look at this tweet, Obama is up in Canada holding private discussions with Prime Minister. Obama need to sit down and figure out his freaking place before he's end up in prison for violating the Logan Act. Trump is our president. You have been sidelined, Obama.
So today we have in Virginia another round of Democrats entitled Democrats freaking the hell out because they have been told yet again that they can't just do whatever they want. They are not, in fact, above the law. This woman, look at her.
Shame! Shame on every single Supreme Court justice who voted to take away our rights as a people to express. Shame for taking away our ability to tell our things that we want when others did the hellscape of a nation.
And that is just an audio-visual representation of the rest of the Democrat Party who are currently flipping their lids over a Supreme Court decision that something was in fact unconstitutional and done unconstitutionally in the state of Virginia, which we all knew was the case to begin with. See, it's funny because we, the people who aren't part of the leftist brainwash cult or who maybe left the leftist brainwash cult, have been voting for decades to try and reverse the damage being done by the leftist brainwash cult that at this point has swung so far left that they don't even know what freaking gender they are and they think that kids can be born in the wrong bodies. We've been voting to reverse that level of damage, what they're doing in our schools, what they're doing in higher education, and what they have done with mass migration. We've been doing that. We, the people, are voting. Yet the act of existing and voting as American citizens, as we're supposed to do, while being conservative, is considered by Democrats to basically be the Klan.
This MAGA movement, like if we're honest about it, it is a new iteration of the Klan.
Guys, is this fixable? Is this remotely fixable? Is it like a giant tantrum when they're done screaming it out, they're going to just come to their senses? Or is it like Obama said, they're going to keep trying to fundamentally transform our country, whether we like it or not? Guys, I'm not down for letting that part happen.
Going back into this topic, I reported a few hours ago, Hakeem Jeffrey and Democrats are literally freaking out right now because of a stunning 2026 redistricting map nationwide. If it pins out, Republicans could pick up 8 to 12 seed, Virginia, Blog, Ohio, +2, Missouri, +1, North Carolina, +1, Tennessee, +1, Texas, +5, Florida, +4, waiting on South Carolina. Alabama, Louisiana, and even maybe Mississippi. This is huge. Hakeem Jeffrey and Democrat are freaking out this morning. This will continue. Like I said, these people at this point are panicking. They don't know what exactly to do. Someone posted this on X, and that is something these people might be thinking to do after this latest decision.
Republicans are in a better shape today than they were yesterday. All right.
America's redistricting battles just became a full-fledged war. Democrats are vowing to go all in tonight after a consequential setback in Virginia. The state Supreme Court striking down the new congressional map that favors Democrats, ruling that the party began the process of putting the measure on the ballot too late. The new map would have created 4 new majority blue districts, and it was created in response to President Trump's call for red states to redraw maps to favor Republicans. Now, last month, voters narrowly passed that referendum, and Democrats are vowing to appeal. The House Minority Leader, Hakeem Jeffrey, says that the fight is just getting started, and it all comes after the Supreme Court issued a historic ruling that severely weakened the Voting Rights Act of 1965, and it opened the door to new redistricting battles all across the South, like, for example, in Alabama, where Republicans are now asking the Supreme Court to allow the state to revert back to an old map that it had struck down. Like, there's no bottom officially here. I think between the Supreme Court ruling and Virginia, we have a situation where pretty much every state is going to be looking at their maps and seeing whether they can box out the other political party. And the result is going to be, I think, just terrible, chaos. Probably. Yeah, chaos, terrible for our democracy.
It's been no surprise to see Abby on CNN melting down like this. I understand, and I don't want to go into her case. She has always been like this. If you take a look at what these people have been doing, you can clearly see that, to me, this is just following the law. One person replied to this clip, "Your Democrats have been gerrymandering with impunity for 30 years with no ramifications until now. Now the Republicans are following your lead. You call for civil. Classic Democrat, nothing ever really changes." That is just the simple truth here. If you look at what they have been doing in the past, you can clearly see the kind of real thing they are struggling to create. Some are calling like they should go on the street and demonstrate as a result of the Supreme Court. I don't get it, and I don't understand why Democrats believe this is the only path. To me, they wanted to chop up this place, Virginia, and it turned out it didn't favor them.
And Republicans are winning. It seemed only a few weeks ago, maybe months ago, that it would be impossible for the Democrats to lose this.
Maximum warfare everywhere, all the time, in connection with the redistricting battle that Republicans launched.
Few moments later.
Got some more breaking news. This just handed down moments ago from the Virginia State Supreme Court ruling the process to redraw that state's congressional maps is unconstitutional.
No way. Well, headline today, way. There is a way, and it's because of what they do when they don't win, they cheat. So this is the big story today, gerrymandering. This has gone nuclear.
Democrats were bragging that they turned the tables on Republicans and actually were winning the redistricting that the GOP started late last year in Texas. Today, things look really different.
2,000 votes had already been cast, so they could redraw their maps and eliminate a district with black representation to dilute black voters' voices.
All used to say that the South will rise again. Is this what they meant? This is not about elections. This is about white people in the South making sure that black people have no voice.
Taking our voting rights away.
Yeah, how about that?
How about that?
You get caught in a moment, and you can't always.
Their temper passes the 1,005.
It's always hip hop the videos and share out. They highly recommend videos on this channel for people who ask me, why do you put on short videos at the end? That is for the white algorithm.
To live on the sidewalk.
Right. Spencer Pratt, who's running for mayor of Los Angeles.
Who's doing a great job.
Unable to laugh at him.
inside, they started.
It'll be
more access to the leader of the free world.
This week, which was the state of Virginia, they gerrymandered the state.
Redistricting. It's going to lose their congressional representation. How do you think?
until the first lady brought them back with her surprise statement last week.
Why are you not looking forward to the White House fight?
Well, it's kind of a gimmick.
I have 300.
Well, I said Democrat.